Hey y'all, well today on the channel we got tons of news as usual. We got hikers that are reporting back to us actually from the trail, how things are going out there on the trail. We've got a congratulations in order for a record setting on the Appalachian Trail. With a heavy heart, we also have one of our own has passed away, and lots of other news out there. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So we got our trail maintainer slash thru hiker that's out there on the trail, Tye Dye. Tye Dye works with as a volunteer with the Tennessee Eastman Hiking and Canoeing Club. And of course, that was the area that was mostly affected out there on the trail by Hurricane Helene, and they've just done huge effort and tens of thousands, maybe more than that, of volunteer hours they put in out there fixing the trail so that the hiker community can get out there. And Tye Dye is now on his thru hike, and so he reports in from the trail.
Greetings and good morning, Ramdino. My trail name is Tye Dye, and I'm at the summit of South Crocker in Maine. It's been a really great hike so far in Maine, but let me tell you what, the trails are rough and tough. But I'm making it. It's a lot, kind of having a minor drought here in Maine, and so don't have to worry about a lot of the stream crossings and a lot of the bogs, but you do have to pay attention to where your water sources are. You can find them, you just have to be paying attention. And I'm very happy I'm not covered in rain and mud and wet socks. Take care. Bye.
That's awesome. He's the Maine. He just got a few weeks left, and we're going to see his summit. And then we've got Sonny Jim. He reports in from Carrington.
Hey there, Ramdino. Sonny Jim here. It's August 7th. We stopped off at the Sterling Inn Bed and Breakfast in Carrington. I want to point out that the Sterling Inn is technically a B&B. It also has a very healthy hostel environment. They got plenty of resupply food that'll meet most hikers' needs, laundry and shower facilities, and at southern prices, in my opinion. So definitely this is the place to stop as you're the Nobo or Sobo. By the way, we have been running into at least a dozen Nobos every day on our flip-flop hike down south. One of them happened to be Alpha Gal and Metro and Chicken Louise, and they were pressing on into Monson as I saw them, and they'd be hitting the 100-mile wilderness, and I would expect they're going to summit sometime in the next week or so. So it's always good seeing other hikers that I recognize. They recognize me. I also give a shout out to Iceman from Pennsylvania, who watches your channel and recognized me on the trail in the 100-mile wilderness. So again, thanks for everything you're doing there. It's been great. This is a wonderful hostel B&B to stay at, and keep going, man. And I'm going to be finishing up in Harper's Ferry in a couple of months.
Sonny Jim also reports in about his flip-flop.
Hey there, Ramdino. It's Sonny Jim here. I made it to the peak of Katahdin on August 1st. It's not the end of my journey, because I now have to go do the flip-flop from Monson back down to Harper's Ferry. So that's the status. We'll get back to you again. It was a beautiful day, great hike, and hiked with a bunch of other thru hikers that made it worthwhile.
And then he also reported outside of those videos that the air quality up there north is getting to be pretty bad from all the wildfires from Canada. So we knew that we talked about that last week, and apparently they are still there, and it's not gotten any better. And then we also have a new hiker family that we've seen in the background, but they haven't reported in, so this is the first time they've reported in.
Hey Ramdino, this is Big Sexy, Optimist, and Dr. Quinn. We've never done a update or a shout out to your channel before, but we've been in the background of some other hikers like Princess Peach and Dog Tag, and we figured since we just did the flip of our flop, we should do a check-in. I'll let you know where we're at. And we're on top of Cube Mountain at 1786, and we'll be heading to Katahdin, and then we'll flop back down to Hanover, New Hampshire to finish our hike at the Bear Mountain Bridge. So that's where we're at, and I just wanted to do a check-in since we've never done it before. So thank you for what you do, and you know, keep on trucking, keep on hiking.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
That's awesome. Hope to hear from them again until they finish their hike. So keep that coming to us. Uncle Bill and Pace Setter, so they checked in from Vermont. Didn't send us a video this week, probably in an area where they couldn't send that in. But they are halfway through Vermont, they said, and they're looking at summiting on the September 26th. And then OG reports in that they've passed Christian Morgan, who is working on his fastest known time there on his attempt, and looks like he's doing that supported Sobo. They met him again. They sent in this video.
Ramdino, this is OG.
Christian.
I just ran into him. He's trying his fastest known time.
Yep.
How you doing so far, Christian?
This is day 2. Did a 62-mile day yesterday, but always it's early days, so you just gotta respect the trail and just take it easy. It's dry and the weather's good, and it's nice to see you again, OG.
You too, man. You too. Good luck. I know you're gonna bust it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Where's Boston?
Boston's lagging behind.
All right, I'll say hi to.
And then, of course, Boston's with them this time. They check in with their regular update.
Hello, Ramdino. This is OG. Boston.
Hey, Ramdino.
Coming at you from Joe Mary Road. It's been great hike through the 100-mile wilderness. Just every hiker be aware that water is starting to dry up a little bit, but if you camel up at all the sources, you'll be just fine. Christian Morgan is on trail right now. He's probably about 4 days south of here. We ran into him a couple times. He's a great guy, so if you guys come across him, show him your support. I also want to thank Icebox, or Iceman, I mean, for supporting Christian in this section of his fastest known time, supported going south. Great guy, great trail magic. So thank you, Iceman. And last but not least, this is our last video before we summit. Next week we will try to, if it's nice up top, give you a video from Katahdin when we summit, okay? So everybody be careful, enjoy the weather. OG and Boston out.
So Joe Mary Road is like halfway through the 100-mile wilderness, right before Baxter. That's typically a place where people get resupply in, if they're going to get resupply from part way through or halfway through the 100-mile wilderness. So the next stop for them that we should see them, as they indicated, is probably going to be summiting. So that's exciting on one hand to see them summiting, but dang, I'm sure going to miss them just like I miss everybody. But they have been one of those that have been updating us practically every week. So looking forward to congratulate them, but it's definitely going to be bittersweet. And then Straps, he's summited. We talked about him, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, but he sends in another update from Katahdin.
So Ramdino, I'd like to show you one of the newest members of the Through Hiking Club. What's your name?
Energizer.
And who are you hiking with?
The Six-Pack Hikers.
Yeah. Congratulations on your being a through hiker.
Thank you.
And another brand new through hiker. Who do we have here?
Tunes.
Tunes. Are you excited about being up here?
I am.
Congratulations.
Thank
Way
you.
to go for being a through hiker. And I think Sunshine's over here.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy the climb up?
Yes, sir.
What was the best part?
The bouldering.
The bouldering. Congratulations on the through hike. And of course, Serenity. Hey, Serenity. What's the name?
Congratulations yourself.
Congratulations on being a new through hiker.
Thank you.
And Beacon's filtering water.
I am. What's up?
Get ready for a journey back down.
Yeah, feeling pretty awesome about making it to the sign, and so proud of these kids and proud of our family and our family. Great to be here.
You guys did awesome.
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
And one that you probably haven't seen before, Bog Leg.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Bog Leg.
Thank you, Strauss. Thank you very much.
And Bear Bait. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank
You're-
you.
What a great family that is. What a great group of kids. Did you hear the yes sirs and no sirs? And then they, one of them there actually turned around and and thought during the video to congratulate Straps on his through hike and summiting. So wow, great group of kids there. They've definitely got a future for them. So look excited to see what's going on for them. And then off trail, Arkansas, who got back on to finish his through hike, and he was hiking in memory of his wife who passed away not too long ago, a year or so ago. But in any case, he didn't finish last year. He was going to finish this year, but he got out there. He got heat stroke back when we had some really bad runs, several weeks there of like high 90 temperatures, and so he took a few days off, tried to stay in a hostel for several zeros, and he got back on the trail and indicated that he started having trouble breathing again. Probably some of that may have been due to the Canadian fires out there, but he still kept going another 30 miles using a lot of painkillers, and he actually had to take painkillers because he had a fall where he said he broke several ribs. So finally the pain and breathing heat symptoms became too much. Decided to go home and just wait it out for better conditions and to let his ribs heal. So hopefully you'll get back out there again and just take the time to heal up there, Arkansas. The trail's going to be there whenever you're ready. So some news we got going on. So we've still got just a few spots left for our Woods Hole weekend, which is a weekend coming up in September. So if you're interested in that, that is a weekend that's an immersion weekend for folks that are looking to be through hikers. And there'll be a practical the very first night, and after that there'll be an immersive experience with myself and then other through hikers out there. I'm not a through hiker, so but I have section hiked approximately 2/3 of it and working on finishing that. But there'll be other folks that are through hikers there that you'll have that will be putting on classes, mentoring you, just a chance to sit around and give an opportunity for you to see what it's like to be a through hiker and to talk to people that have been there and done it before you, and for them to mentor you. So it's going to be a really good experience up there. It was great last year. Last year was the first year I did it, but it's gone on for several years. So again, we've only got a few spots left, so go to the link below if you're at all interested in that, and get those spots reserved because they are going fast. And then Spinus Cougar, he is our northern Vermont trail maintainer, but trail angel correspondent. And so he reports in that the weather forecast for the next 10 days up there, the highs are going to be in the high 80s to low 90s. So it's getting to be warm again with lots of sun, occasional scattered showers. He did say that what this means though is that those water sources that were barely flowing are probably going to be dry now. He said that the hiker numbers are starting to fluctuate, which means we're getting at the back end of whatever bubble we had that was moving through there. So he said Monday he had nearly 30 hikers come through his spot, but then Friday he had about 17. And he suspects there's there's lots of mini bubbles out there. He also indicated that the other through hikers that are coming through have kind of said that they don't think there's as many hikers as there has been in previous years. And then of course our stats that we've been able to find from other trail angels and just looking at how many folks left off from Springer validates that. His stats, so he collects stats that those people that want to share their information with him, collects that and sends that to us every week. So the earliest start date that folks have come through his site as of this past week there, we had a NOBO of February 8th that were bag tag number 83, and that was Daredevil. And then the latest start was April 19th, bag tag number 2,246 and 2,247, and that was Mr. Friendly and Double E. The heaviest packs was a 42 pounder and the lightest was a 16.8, so less than half of what the heaviest was. That is a pretty large discrepancy there. I always wonder, what is it that the difference between a lighter pack like that and a heavier pack is. Of course, getting to where he is, where his site is, his trail angel spot is, it could be that they're running low on food and the other one just got back on trail. You're always heaviest after you come out of town and have resupplied. So that could be some of it, but most people are only carrying 10 pounds of consumables. Consumable meaning food, fuel, and water. And then Whispers, he's our northern correspondent that handles typically the White Mountains in that area. He reports in that the water sources up there, particularly around the ridge, have become effectively dry between Mount Success, where that plane crash is, and then Full Goose Shelter. So past there, he says the water is flowing both inside the Mahoosic Notch and flowing strongly after the Mahoosic Notch. What's up, Daisy? And said the brook that separates the Mahoosic Mountain and Mahoosic Arm is flowing wonderfully. So we do have some good flows up there in those areas, but Vermont not so much, and we're going to see that not so much in Maine as well. And then a huge congrats out go to Gazelle. Her real official IRS name is Sarah Baker. She thru-hiked in 2021, but this year she attempted FKT attempt for NOBO for female. And of course, FKT attempt is fastest known time. And this is a supported fastest known time, meaning she is carrying everything with her. She doesn't have people meeting her. I know that, Daisy. I know. That's awful. That's awesome, isn't it? She doesn't have people meeting her at trailheads or anything like that to resupply. She is having to walk to all of her resupplies. The only thing she gets is maybe a random act of kindness, but she doesn't want people to come out there purposely on the trail to support her. Does she, Daisy? No, she doesn't. Now, you support me and let me finish talking to these good folks out here. But anyhow, so she finished that in 74 days, 4 hours, and 42 minutes. So that is a record for the self-supported fastest known time for a NOBO female. So that is awesome out there. So congratulations to you, Gazelle. Awful dang proud of you for doing that. And that is just really neat to see that. And then the ATC, they've reported a mother bear and cubs in the area around Catfish Fire Tower, which is NOBO mile 1,310. So if you're not past that point yet, or if you're section hiking or day hiking, be aware of that. And they also indicated that the bears have been active around the Tom Floyd Wayside, which is in Shenandoah National Park. And of course, all the NOBO bubbles through there, but SOBO bubble is not quite there yet, but flip-floppers may be there. Newfound Gap Road, which is the kind of the halfway point in the Smoky Mountain National Park, and really the only way to get out of the park once you attempt to go all the way through the park. The side getting into Gatlinburg, so that'd be the west side, that road is closed. You can get into Cherokee to resupply, but you can't get into Gatlinburg. That's still closed as of this past week. So I think they had a big, huge slide there. Don't know how long it's going to take them to get that open, but I'll keep you posted. And then I'll probably have a delay next week. I am getting ready to leave in the next couple days to hit PA. I am going to be working on finishing Roxylvania there, starting at PA 325 at Clark's Creek. Going to be hitting the trail there sometime around morning, noon of the 14th this month, August, and I'll be heading north. And so I'll be meeting up somewhere around Port Clinton with my buddy Dianimal, who I hiked with last year, and then Fresh Ground's going to meet us somewhere around there and help out with supporting us a little bit there. So hopefully through Roxylvania, I'll be able to do a lot of cyc packing, but if you're going to be in that area, come on out. Love to meet you on the trail. Love for you to hike with us for the day or whatever. Probably in Roxylvania, I mean, typically I hike 16 to 20 miles a day, and probably, particularly if I'm slack packing, but in Roxylvania, it's probably going to be more like around 15 miles a day, maybe less. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll get done. If not, I'll be back there next year. But in any case, if you want to come out and meet us, love to see you on the trail. Love to hike with you. Well, that's all I've got this week, folks. As always, appreciate you, and we hope to see you out here.